All right, I'm standing here with Greg Surbey of Nashua, who is running for state rep in Nashua, New Hampshire, on a Republican ticket and the small government ticket. Tell me a little about that.
Oh, yes, I'm running in Ward 6, Hillsborough County, District 24, and I'm running as a constitutionalist and a libertarian. I believe that we should have social freedoms and economic freedoms at the same time, that they shouldn't be separated by party.
And you're going to be running in a Democrat ward. So being a Republican running a Democrat ward, how's that going to work out?
Oh, well, it's not so much a problem as much as people vote for the best candidate, and I hope that's the way they'll vote. It's just people can switch over. I mean, there was this big victory in Massachusetts, and I think there's a lot of angst over our current politics and the current people who have majority in our government, and so there might be a switch over, and I hope they vote for the best candidate.
Do you have any sense of, you're one of the free staters who's running, people who moved to New Hampshire for more freedom, and last year, I guess there was 15 free staters ran, 4 of them got elected, roughly, those are estimates, I guess, but this year, has that number gone up much, and how much?
Oh, a lot more than last year, which is great news. Free staters are moved because they love New Hampshire and the traditional values of New Hampshire, and recently, as of late, New Hampshire has been changing as a state. Our spending is out of control, and that's not historically New Hampshire, for one thing, and so free staters hope to help bring back those traditional values. That's why people move.
Do you have any guess as to what the numbers would be, free staters that have run this year?
Well, a good example is this last Saturday there was a how to run for state rep class, and there were 50 people who showed up, and 25 of which raised their hands when asked who's running. And not all of them were free staters. This is everybody working together.
Right, it does get complicated because so many liberty activists are not free staters. But do you have any thoughts on anything special you're going to do that might make you a little bit different from other reps or set you apart?
Well, I'm going to do, I'd like to say, a lot of things different from what they're currently doing up there. Their spending has increased 30% over the last 2 years, and now those windfall spending has come down in terms of windfall taxes, and so that's going to lead to taxing New Hampshire small businesses, which make up 97% of all New Hampshire businesses, and so that's going to be a 13.5% increase in taxes that's coming around this year, and that's going to destroy jobs, and so that's the kind of stuff that I want to get rid of. That's your typical, what you're going to hear from your typical politician, but really what I'd like to do is repeal a bunch of laws. I want to make government smaller, not larger. For real! Like real! I hope that if I ever create bills, they're going to repeal old bills, and that's going to be the reason for creating them, to lower the amount of RSAs on the book. Less laws equals less government. Less government is better.
That actually is something that would set you apart. I mean, even the pro-liberty reps in there, they're proposing new laws that they hope will increase liberty, and it sounds like that's a good tack, to just try and do some repeal.
We don't need more of anything, government. Government's done enough. It needs to go away in many aspects of our lives.
All right. Greg Surbey, Nashua, New Hampshire, and you have a primary in June, possibly, is that right?
Oh, yes. Well, in June is a sign-up, so I'll know if anybody is who's on the ballot, and if there are a lot of Republicans, there'll be a primary, and that. But the election is in November 2nd, and I hope you consider me on the ballot.
All right. Thanks, Greg.